like what I have like for today's class, like when I was thinking about it is, are, are you like, do you like this time of year, like this season?
It's fine.
It's
It's
fine. Okay. Okay. Like I don't love the like Thanksgiving time of year. Okay. But I don't know, there's something about like I'm not a New Year's person either, but like Christmas to me, like it just is filled with like kind of like warm, good feelings. And I know that's
yeah,
not for everybody, right? But so like what I want class today to be, and it's gonna be like pretty straightforward, but we're gonna end in some of that like hip opening stuff that like has just been feeling so good to me. And I
yeah,
don't always, yeah, like I don't always use my yoga practice as like the things that feel good. Like because like we, try to fit in an hour, like I don't always do like the full set of sun salutations, but there was a time in my life that like five sun A's and five sun B's just brought me such like a physical like rhythm and like routine in my life, in my practice, so that's a
yeah.
little bit what today is about. And I want you to concentrate like less what the pose looks like, but like how does it feel? Like does it feel good to be like in that pose? And you know maybe smile like even a little bit when it's difficult, and try. And so then last thing, is there like anything left in your body, anything
No,
that
right
would
now. Just
feel good, that would
yeah, I mean the hip opening stuff always feels great, and my like inner thighs are always tight. So
good. So let's go there. So what I want to create like our key, our rhythm with sun salutations. They make me happy. And then let's go down into the hips and see if we can leave you feeling kind of good. Okay?
yeah, sounds great.
That that's the plan anyways. So great. Um, right, a little bit, even just different how, oh yeah, thanks. Use that. So I'm actually, Claire, I'm gonna have you stand. Yeah, I'm gonna have you stand up, top of your mat. Okay. And fold the hands in front of your heart center. And with your eyes closed. Okay. I know depending on where people are in their lives, but like, what would it be like, even if it's not like a smile on your lip, if that doesn't feel right for you yet, but like, just let like that inner body kind of smile, that openness, that like, what if that was our feeling today? Like, just joy, because I do know that my yoga practice over the years has brought so much like happiness, the connection I have with people, and let that be our home base today. Inhale, exhale, just finding a connection into the heart space. One more, please. Inhale, exhale. Release your hands down, palms turn forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend knees, fold in. Spread arms out wide. Inhale, lengthen, half flat back. Exhale, fold in. A little pause already, like we're doing our bodies right, starting our mornings off. Kind of on the right note. Hands to hips, elbows up, flat back. Press to rise. Two more like that, please. Inhale, reach. Standing up and out. Exhale, fold in, drop head. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Arms out wide. Feel the connection from the hip all the way out. Exhale, fold in. And like, even if I'm stiff, like even if I'm tight this morning, like kind of just like, yep, that's my body. how it usually is. And I'm just helping it out. Hands to hips, elbows up, wrap it around, press all the way to rise. In last one. Again, reaching out, expanding through fingertips like big and bright. Sometimes we collapse, exhale, fold in. Inhale, arms float, half flat back, pubic bone back. And exhale, fold. Last time, hands to hips, elbows up, flat back. And then press all the way to rise. And we'll do three. Surya Namaskara A's, hands forward. And remember, traditionally they would do this with the sun shining on their face to welcome their morning. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Forward, down, and then in. A little bit what we were working on this week. And I saw you doing it on Wednesday or Thursday, right? Inhale, lengthen, half flat back. Keep that length, that back top of your push-up. Whenever it helps, put the imaginary block between the heels, the inner thighs. Inhale. Exhale, bend elbows lower, straight down. And now this, when you lift up into Cobra, let's just go like all those other alignment points, but it's like that big smile across your chest, smile across your collarbone as you press and tuck back, downward facing dog. Okay, and I know for like you and I, we do these all week long practically, but like sometimes I'm just like so thankful that down dogs are in my life, right? That I'm able to kind of find a centeredness within them as you take care of your body. Inhale, press. Exhale, step forward, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Now, if you feel open, let's keep our fingertips down and kind of lightly pull the fingertips back. Yeah. And then exhale, fold in. More traditionally, sweep your arms all the way out, flat back, lift all the way to rise. And exhale, release. Cultivating joy. Inhale, arms up. Maybe eyes forward, that soft gaze. Exhale, fold in, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, half flat back. Exhale, top of your push-up plank and lower, flow all the way to the belly. Switch the focus. Inhale, the feeling. You know all the alignment points, but the feeling of the smile. And exhale, press back, down dog. Cultivating like joy, like why not? Cultivating happiness. We know that what we put our attention on is what grows. And I'm just kind of like thinking about the energy that I want to pull in with like my family and friends over the next couple of days, like being that touchstone of kind of like happiness, right? We have these mirror neurons. And when we radiate happiness and joy, the people around us do as well. Step forward, top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow all the way in as you fold. Stretch out. Inhale, strengthen the legs to help lift the spine. Hands down next to your hips. Standing tall in your Tadasana. Enjoy the full body as you inhale, stretch up. Last one. Exhale, fold in Uttanasana. Inhale, open, half flat back. Exhale, top of your push-up as you bend your elbows straight down. Follow the exhale. Inhale, connect with that space. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Open it up. Inhale. Exhale. Right? And then this is what I mean. Scan the body for any feeling that isn't serving you or a thought that's not helping. Inhale, press. Exhale, jump feet together, top of your sticky mat. Inhale, lengthen, open, half flat back. Exhale, fold in, Uttanasana, squeeze ankles, bend knees, drop hips, hook thumbs, inhale, arch up. And for me, back bends are always kind of like expanding, hard opening, bend knees, swing arms through, interlace fingers, stretch shoulders. Good, we'll go a little bit faster, fingertips to the mat, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left foot, steps back, lunge. Back left knee down, hook thumbs. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, you take it back, downward facing dog. Plant hands and feet, stretch spine. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, this time you lower knees, bend, chest and chin. Inhale, slide forward. Feel the breath pull all the way up, crown of head. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, slide that forward into plank pose. Exhale now, bend elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, a little bit bigger, kind of like that sun radiating out from the center of your chest. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg float, three-legged down dog, big, expansive. Enjoy the stretch in the back of the leg. Left foot steps forward, lunge. Good, back left knee down, hook thumbs. Inhale, arch up, stretch up, reach. Exhale, fingertips to the mat as the back foot steps forward and fold in. Second side, bend knees, drop hips, hook thumb. Can you put the opposite finger on top, feeling more balance and centered? Push your hips forward. Exhale, swing arms through, interlace fingers, put the opposite finger on top. Use that to bring focus as you fold. Fingertips to the mat, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right foot, steps back, lunge. Back, right knee down, hook thumbs, opposite thumb in front, push from the toes. Inhale, open. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Use the breath, keep the body. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, bend knees, drop, chest and chin, right? So I just kind of think of this as like self-care a little bit too. Inhale, open. Enjoy what your body can do as you exhale, press hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, right leg floats, three-legged down dog. Get the stretch to the back of your left leg. Step your right foot forward, lunge. Good, put your back left knee down, cross opposite thumb in front for a little more focus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, step back foot forward as you fold down and in. From here, bend knees, drop hips, sit low. Inhale up, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold in, top of the head, stretching towards the tops of your feet, Uttanasana. And that always makes me happy when I start to warm up. Inhale, lengthen, half flat back. If you feel ready, bend knees until you fully plant your hands. And try to scoot your legs back, chaturanga. Inhale, drive it forward, up dog. But a feeling we don't want crunchiness in the low back. Hips lift, up and back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, keep your back heel lifted. Remember to turn the right sitting bone forward towards the right heel as you inhale, lift up, high lunge. Exhale, bend and lower back left knee all the way down to the sticky mat. Hook thumbs, inhale, arch up, reach. Exhale, hands to the mat all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift heel, slide forward, plank. Exhale, bend elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, pull shoulder blades back and down and in, more heart opening. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Check in with the eyes, check in with the lips. Inhale, left leg lifts. If you ever want to like smile today, go ahead. Step left foot forward up in between your hands. But keep the focus on that left sitting bone as you turn it forward. Strengthen the hamstring as you lift all the way to rise. And then as you push from back toes, lower back knee, sink into the stretch. Hook thumbs, inhale, open, back bending. Exhale, hands to the mat, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, slide forward into plank. Exhale, bend elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, pull forward, up dog. Hips lift, up and back, downward facing dog. Yeah, so especially as you feel that heat, then like enjoy maybe like the space, the more opening that you're creating in your body as you inhale. Exhale, hop, step, float, forward feet together, top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in, Uttanasana. Bend knees, drop hips, sit low, Utkatasana, chair pose. One more round, exhale, fold in, push heels down, lift hips up higher. Maybe your legs start to straighten. Inhale, lengthen, half flat back. Use the fingertips to help drive the mat backwards, heart forward. Then I bend my knees, I plant my hands, and from my core, like a cat pose, I try to kick back, chaturanga. Inhale, rotate those upper arm bones, up dog, beautiful. Hips lift, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg floats, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step right foot forward, lunge. Stay with me here. Left heel spins the flat, traditional right sitting bone forward. Inhale, lift all the way to rise. Warrior one. Interlace the hands behind your hips. Roll shoulder blades back and down, open heart. Exhale, fold all the way down and in, humble warrior. Play with that right sitting bone a little bit more. Control, find the power of your hamstring, and then spread the thigh bones apart. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lift the back heel, top of your push-up, plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press the tops of your ankles down. Use your arms pushing through the floor, up dog. Hips lift, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg float. Three-legged down dog. Step left foot forward, prepare, warrior one, back heel down. Inhale, open. So warrior one eventually, Claire, feels like a little bit of an upper back bend, not in the low back. And I use my back heel to press down more to get power to lift up. Interlace the hands behind your hips. Inhale, let's open here. Exhale, fold all the way down and in. Humble warrior. Right, we're gonna go deeper into the hip, right, for the end of class. So turn, kind of prepare, sitting bones forward, and then hands to the mat. Pick up the foot, top of your push-up, plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Eyes are bright, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Very nice. Stay there for a breath. Okay, so as I do like more and more of like my meditation, right, I'm really trying to decide like what type of feeling am I taking out with me in the day? Am I taking out anxiousness and radiating that out? Right? Am I taking out like impatience? Like you probably have something that you know that you kind of like project out into the world and onto the people that you care about. And maybe we start to learn how to shift that. Inhale, press. Exhale, jump forward, top of your mat, feet together. Inhale, lengthen, half flat back, shift forward. Exhale, fold all the way in. Bend knees, drop hips, sit low, chair pose. And then bring your hands to your heart and left elbow outside edge of that right knee. Okay, so it's kind of like reviewing class today. It's kind of like what I asked you, like what feels good in your body, hips, and we're going to get there. But what tends to feel good in my body is twist. Inhale. Exhale, look forward and down. Find your balance. Left foot steps back into your twisted high lunge. Stay there. And then this is my question, like when I come into a pose, do I feel hard, forcing, constricted, competitive, right? Or do I feel, where could I go that I feel soft, kind of juicy and open? Put that back, left knee down. With the back knee down, can you take the twist any deeper? Inhale. Exhale. Fingertips to the mat. Frame that front foot. Put your put your left hand down, and then circle that right arm around, Claire. Reach back, fold back, left leg in, and add the quadricep stretch. Yep, I want you to start in the twist, pulling the back knee forward, turning your right sitting bone forward. See if that pulls your chest more into your Bhujangasana, your cobra. And now, like our humble warrior, come down onto your left elbow and try to turn and square down and in as you fold. Yep. And so then I used to, right, when I would feel like it's a big stretch for me in that like left quadricep. I would like resist it. I would be like, I don't want that to be there. I'm gonna push harder. What if you just kind of like smile about your body and be like, yep, that's what's there today. As you inhale and exhale. Good. Release, plant your palms, press back, downward facing dog. Stay with the breath as you inhale forward into plank. Exhale, bend elbows. Inhale, pull forward, up dog. Exhale, hips lift, up and back, downward facing dog. Stay there for the breath as you inhale. Exhale. Look forward, hop, step, float forward, top of your mat, feet together. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Second side, bend knees, drop hips, sit low. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow outside edge of left knee. Push your hips a little to the right. Think that your back, bottom, right rib slide forward, like away from that back right hip. And then once you have a lot of length from that outer right hip through the side body, use that to rotate in a little bit deeper. Nice adjustment. Good. Look forward and down. Step your right foot deeply back into your lunge. Squeeze some inner thighs as you rotate. Okay, use a little bit more power of the legs to deepen. Inhale. Exhale, keep the twist. Lower your back right knee down. See if that gives you more power as you squeeze inner thighs, extend through crown of head. And just kind of think that like any of the heaviness, tightness, stiffness in your body today, as we get it out, you're just going to flow through your day a little easier, a little lighter. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, frame that front foot. Keep your right hand down. Circle your left arm up and around. Reach back, hold right foot, and draw in. Okay. Go for the back bend. Go for the twist. Yeah. And then as you turn the gaze forward, right elbow down. Draw that right heel in and try to turn the belly, turn the chest. Down and in. So what is your kind of like natural default mode? Like you resist. I mean, in all honesty, I get annoyed, right? Sometimes I'm like, how is my body this tight sometimes? Instead, shift that focus, shift that attention to just be like, oh, this is interesting. Enjoy one more breath there. Like it's not like you're just getting through. Release, plant palm all the way back, downward facing dog. Strong ujjayi breath to clear it out. Inhale forward into plank pose. Exhale, push floor, bend elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, pull forward, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, hips lift, up and back, Adho Mukha. As your big toes touch at the back of your mat, inhale, lift, right leg up, bend right heel to right sitting bone, open up here. Yep, so you said you're like an inner thigh person, right? So squeeze that left hip in and see if we can rotate or like spread the stretch more to that inner thigh. Step your right foot forward, up in between your hands, lunge. Look forward and down, prepare, shift, Ardha Chandrasana on your right fingertips, right leg as you open. Softly bend both knees here, Claire, especially that bottom knee, so that you can make sure that you're turning your sitting bones towards your heels. You should feel your tailbone lengthen then, and then reach back, grab your left ankle, and see if driving from the tailbone, you could lengthen your low back. I feel more like pat through the pelvis. And then I try to kick up and back and find your heart opener. Find that full expression here in Shavasana. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Release that left foot back. Land lightly, land softly. That's how I want to move through this next week, the end of my year, right? Kind of like moving softly, gracefully. Plant your left hand. Sweep your right leg up and back. 3-legged down dog. Bend right knee, roll right hip open, and flip your dog. Roll to the pinky edge side. And I do sometimes, Claire, bend that straight leg, turn my pubic bone more up towards the ceiling, and then use that power to arch up and back, shoulder blades together, opening the front body. Inhale, exhale. Flip that back up and around, plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, pull forward, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, hips lift, up and back, Adho Mukha, down dog. Observe. Left leg lifts, 3-legged down dog. Bend left knee, roll left hip open. Step left foot forward up in between your hands, lunge. Good, create that shift forward, Ardha Chandrasana. Second side. Okay, so I can feel, Claire, and like this is where I go, like feeling of the pose, not what it looks like. I can feel a crunching, a shortening, right, on my left side body. So that's why I bend my knees, grab a hold of the ankle, and then first I try to really kind of tuck the tailbone under, feeling I get that lift up and out, and then kick your right femur bone back. Send it away from you as you open up here. 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more, your full expression. As you softly release, stepping your right foot back, low lunge. Sweep left leg up and back, 3-legged down dog. Pull up and out of the shoulders so we're not thinking. Bend left knee, roll pinky edge side of left foot. Yep, flip your dog. And maybe you bend that bottom knee for a second. Good. Control, and then maybe hold the head and lengthen up and out through side body. Inhale. Exhale, flip it around, meet me back, plank pose, reset spine, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, pull forward, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, hips lift, up and back, Adho Mukha. Stay for a breath. Where can you get a little more space? Big toes touch. Drive through right heel. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, step right foot forward, lunge. Good. Press floor. Inhale, lift all the way up, high lunge. Keep the back heel lifted. Interlace the fingers behind your hips. The variation, roll shoulders back and down. Shift forward 45 degrees. You've still got this right sitting bone turning towards your right heel. Shift forward, and it's more like that Degasana, Claire, right? Degasana is using the left calf, the left hamstring, the muscles that extend your spine. That it's actually more like a back bend. Warrior 3 is more of a straight spine. See if you could lift that back leg more, lift the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, step back. top of your push-up, or top of your lunge, frame the foot. Sorry. Shift the weight into your left hand. Vatsisasana, stacking, right foot on top of left. Now, if you have your balance, lift that right leg. Can you bend your back right knee? And then take this into Vatsisasana with your Chapasana here. Good. Maybe look forward towards the top of your mat. Feel strong as you push into the root of that left big toe. And then come back to center. Top of your push-up. Plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, bend elbows lower straight down onto your belly. Bend your knees here, Claire. Flex your feet. Reach back, grab a hold of your ankles. Okay. So there are certain poses that when my teacher used to call them, I would kind of like dread it. But could we shift? Who cares how high you come up? Let it be a total body connection as you lift up into Dhanurasana, bridge pose. I think that I'm trying to drive the tops of my ankles back in line with the top of my shin bone. And then use all that strength in your legs, right through the eyes, maybe a little smile through the cheeks. Inhale. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes under and push your hips all the way back towards your heel. Take the counter pose. Child pose here. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your knees. Downward facing dog. With the awareness through the back of that left heel. Inhale, lift. Left leg up and back. Keeping the hips more closed. Step your left foot forward, lunge. Nice step forward, great. Connect it all together as you inhale, lift to rise, high lunge. Interlace the hands behind your hips. Roll shoulder blades back down and together, open chest. Tip forward 45 degrees. Degasana. So I always think of this as a single-legged standing shalabhasana, like locust pose. Let it be as much of a back bend as you want. And then hands to the mat. Step back. Downward facing dog. Oh, Vatsisasana. Vatsisasana, right hand down. Yep, good. Lift left leg. Support from the underbody, like outer right hip. Bend left knee, reach back, grab ankle. And Vatsisasana with your Chapasana. For me, it's all about that bottom right shoulder. Rotating externally, squeezing the right shoulder blade onto my upper back. And then maybe look forward. Yeah, great. And then release. Now, top of your push-up plank pose. Inhale, plank. Push floor lower all the way down to the belly. Okay, now, Claire, when we bend our knees and we flex our feet, I want your arms externally rotated, palms out, thumbs up, as you grab your inner ankle. Okay, so we're actually going to use, like imagining, squeezing a block between the inner knees, between the inner ankles. Keep squeezing in, but press your hands, feel them in your ankles, see if that helps you to create resistance to open your chest more. And then when you're ready, drive your heels up towards the ceiling and take a full back bend here. Trying to shift more and more weight towards the pubic bone. Yep, and then out through the crown of the head. Ooh, could we find joy somewhere in this pose? And then release. Toes tuck under, hands underneath your shoulders. Push it all the way back. Counter pose. Holding in. Inhale. Exhale. Shift forward tabletop as the knees lift. Downward facing dog. Good. Walk your hands back towards your feet here, Claire. Inhale, lengthen, half flat back. Over your double legs, fold in. Hands to hips, elbows up, flat back. And then lift to rise. Good. Step your right foot forward towards the middle of your mat. Take your right arm up alongside your right ear. Lift your back heel, start to shift forward. And then grab the inside of that left ankle, just like what we were doing, palm turned out. Squeeze inner knees, square off to the front of your mat, and then shift forward. Dancer pose here, Natarajasana. Back bending, back bending, back bending. The more I look up and the more I kick back, getting that fullness to the front of your chest. Inhale. Exhale, release. Hands at the top of your mat here, Claire. Yep, as you fold in, bend that bottom right knee. And just for fun, don't take it too seriously, take your handstand hop. 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Step it back. Down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Push from toes. Inhale, move the center of your spine forward to the front of your body. Hips lift. Downward facing dog. Hands walk back to the back of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Forward, 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 forward. Turn the sitting bones up. Exhale, forward, down, and then in. Squeeze all the way up into the hip creases. Deep in the hip creases, like those are reaching up towards the ceiling. Hands to hips, elbows up, flat back. And lift all the way to stand. Left foot steps to the middle of your mat. Use your hands at your hips to square. Left arm sweeps up alongside your left ear. And then as you lift up into the ball of that back right foot, you shift forward. Back leg folds in, grab inner ankle, squeeze inner knee. And last standing pose, shift. Natarajasana. Good. Balance it out as one side of the body, right? And then maybe as you look up, stretch up, right? Natarajasana is like standing on your own ego, the own things that like bother us. And then as you release, hands to the mat, keep that right leg lifted. Shift the foot, lift the heel. Handstand. And then meet me back. Downward facing dog. So hopefully, because I know you wake up right early to get to this, like it was 9 for you, 11 for me, or 10, 8 for you this morning, right? Like, is it a little bit easier to like maybe smile now, shake the head, heels lift, inhale forward into plank. Last one is you bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, pull that all the way forward, toes, crown of the head, up dog, shoulders back, side ribs forward. Good, hips lift, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, press. Exhale, jump forward, top of your mat, feet hip width distance. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend knees, sit down and low until you can lower your bum down to the mat. Good. You're going to roll with control, coming all the way to lie down. Step your feet in close. Maybe feet a little bit wider than sitting bone distance. Right? And because of like Allie's back stuff, like I do kind of like, I haven't been doing as many back bends, okay? So I want to finish this like kind of joy, festive cultivation, feel good in the body with a back bend. Take the hands alongside your ears, elbows up, grip through the fingertips. Remember, Sitting bones are pulling towards the backs of your knees as you lift your hips. Yeah. Push down, come to the crown of the head. Make sure that you feel your shoulder blades squeeze onto your upper back, like in those Vatsisasanas, and then press up into your full wheel. Okay, so like I used to do 3 to 5 full wheels like every single day, and they used to feel so good in my body, right? Like sometimes it'd be the only yoga practice I would do all day, but it really kind of like sticks with me, like this feeling of openness. The center of focus for a wheel pose is your heart. From your heart, you push into your feet. From your heart, you stretch into your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bend your elbows as you roll all the way down. And then draw your knees into your chest. Rock it all the way forward. Turn to face me. Good. Okay, so our pose from yesterday. Right heel in. Left leg 90 degrees. Clear out the flesh of your buttock. I like to hold the foot or elbow over and then round in here. It's a little more active, almost feeling like you're pushing your right knee down into an imaginary block. And try to go into that place that would feel good, to let tension out of the shoulders. Breathing some tension out of the hips. Great. Roll up through your spine. Change sides. Yep. Flex the ankle and then fold in. Inhale. Exhale. Roll up through your spine. Okay. Right. And then you said it's your inner thighs that get tight. So Baddha Konasana, bottoms of your feet together. And by the way, this is probably my least favorite pose, like in the world. Hands come back behind me, like Utkatasana, like that's just a strength thing, right? This one, as I lift the hips and turn forward, it just brings in so much like physical stuff. It brings in like ego that I can't go down as far as I used to be able to. So find that place, fingertips back, close your eyes, Claire. Go into yourself and just know, like, where could you go in this pose that would feel good, open, balancing for what you need. Inhale, lengthen, half flat back. And exhale, release. Cross your ankles. Sit tall. And as you fold your hands in front of your heart center. So recently I was around someone who is very calm. And just sitting next to them, those mirror neurons, and I wasn't in a bad mood or upset or anything. It just was calming. And I was thinking, wow, what do I want people to mirror over the holiday season when they're next to me? And mine is joy. Inhale, exhale. Please take your thumbs to your third eye as you bow forward and seal your practice. Jai, Siddhartha.